Hey folks, Real Patriot here. By now you already know what happened. I'm recording this on Saturday, so yesterday, the Supreme Court overruling Roe v. Wade. It's not a good thing. Millions of women, half the country really, is going to be affected by this decision. I mean, people who are not financially ready to have a child will be forced to have a child. I mean, that's dangerous because now they have to go get government assistance. They may have not been on government assistance before, but now since they are having a child, they can't afford to be on their own, so they have the government assistance. That's going to be a factor. And a lot of these red states are going to have raised taxes to cover that. The federal government may have to raise taxes to cover that. And this is because of conservatives. Conservatives are forcing taxes to be raised because they don't like something. They got rid of Roe v. Wade. What rights are they going to go after next? Gay rights? Interracial marriages? Where does it stop? I mean, they've been attacking the First Amendment for years. What's going to stop them from going after that? They're claiming, oh, this isn't protected by the First Amendment. They've been attacking people of non-Christian faith, attacking their religion, trying to get their religion shut down, trying to get rid of it. The conservatives use cancel culture. They say the liberals do it. They do it more, and they do it in a more harmful way. When it's done from the left, it's used on an individual mostly, or what or a company, and what they truly represent. They tried it on Disney's thing, groomers and whatever. None of it's actually true, but it's what they want you to believe. It's what they want their people to believe. They've gone after Harry Potter books. They've gone after Harry Potter movies. They've gone off of a lot of stuff. I'm sorry about the digital glitches. I think it has to do with my using this GoPro on my camera, on my computer as a webcam to record these videos. Got a mic right here. Trying to record these videos as best I can. When do people say enough to the Conservative Party? The Conservative Party wants to change us from having an elected presidency to a dictatorship. What they want is what North Korea has. A one-party rule. North Korea, China, Russia. All these are not friendly countries that are out there. And it seems like the Republican Party wants us to be one of those countries. We are now one of the most advanced countries in the world that does not have something protecting the rights of the people. The Republican Party, I don't get it. They make no sense to me at all. How do people make sense of this party? At one time, they did make sense, I guess, for the most part. It was in the 90s. Last time the Republican Party made sense. Early 2000s, maybe. But now, they've let extremists take control of their party. Hell, their extremists are going after people who are getting out of the military who are not happy about something. Like, oh, we'll make everything better. We'll make you feel better. Come into our way of thinking. Train us. And Texas, and people talk about Texas wanting to secede from the Union. Texas would fail. I mean, horribly, undeniably would fail. I mean, the only way to save this country is to vote blue. Voting red is not an option right now. Not until they get their heads back. I mean, they're letting extremists take over their party. I come here to talk about the Supreme Court and the fact that they've had extremists put on the bench. I mean, the conservatives having control of the majority on the Supreme Court is very dangerous, and we're seeing it now. They're going to go after rights. And if you care about people having rights, you shouldn't stand for this. You need to vote blue. Or vote independent. For heaven's sakes, don't vote for red. If you're a red voter, you're like, I'll never vote for a Democrat, vote for an independent. Vote for the independents of the Conservative Party. They're there. I think they're the libertarians. Very conservatives. Very conservative party. Vote for them. Do not vote for what the radicalists are running for now. They're running the red party. They're trying to take it over. They are not trying. They are successfully taking it over. The Supreme Court ruling proves it. Majority of the country didn't want Roe v. Wade overturned. Majority of the country is pro-choice. Now that the anti-choice have made a move, they're going to try to take it further and see what they can do next. What can they do next to take away more rights? I mean, their ultimate goal is if you're not white and you're not Christian, they don't want you voting. That's what the Republican Party is. Oh, they'll play like they give a damn about people who are minorities. They do not care. The Republican Party doesn't like you if you're not white and you're not a Christian. You think they give a damn about the babies? No, they don't. Once the baby is born, you're on your own. Personal responsibility. That's what the party keeps saying. Personal responsibility. Make that make sense. Until the baby is born, they only care until the baby takes his first breath out of the womb. After that, you're on your own. We don't give two craps about you. They will say they care about kids, but they don't. They want to literally make schools fortresses, prisons. They standardized dress. That's a conservative movement, not something that the Democrats do. I mean, the school districts that have a lot of voting for it have all been red. Hands down, they've been red. Or they've been tricked into believing something that's just not true. People have got to stop bowing to the Republican Party. The Democrats, the elected officials that we have in the Democratic Party, they need to stop trying to work with the Republicans and start getting stuff done. I mean, if I had the money and I had the means, and I wasn't working my current job, I'd run, and I would be loud, I would be obnoxious, and I would say stuff that would resonate with people. If people actually watch my videos, they were like, okay, this actually resonates. He actually makes sense. But I guess it's beyond some people. They don't want to hear opposing views to what they believe. I mean, let's face it, if I was running as a representative and I won, I have the people on my staff who are both Democrats, Republicans, well, actually, let's say all, and independents. Moderate people. These would be the people who would be on my staff, and we would have discussions, and we would argue with each other. But at the end of the day, I'd be the person voting for the people I represent. Because that's what an elected official is supposed to do. Do they do that nowadays? No, not really. If they did, the Republican Party would vote for stuff that they say that he won't vote for. Like codifying Roe v. Wade. That is something that they should have voted for. In favor of. And the Democrats dropped the ball during the Obama administration when they had the supermajority. Yes, they dropped the ball. But punishing the country for it? No. The Republican Party got their way finally. Twice. They got Supreme Court ruling, Roe v. Wade, and guns. I mean, come on, the Supreme Court is a joke. it was fine when the liberals had control of it because they weren't overturning trivial things. They were actually doing stuff that majority of the country actually cares about. Now, in at least 25 states, reproductive rights have been taken away. I mean, even with incest and rape, you can't even get a abortion for that. And in some states, you can't get an abortion even if it's medically necessary to save your life. How many women are going to die because of that? How many women don't work at the companies that will help pay to get you to a place where you can get an abortion? This is the United States. We are turning into, the Republican Party represents that of the Middle East oppressive governments. Think about that. We are the most advanced country in the world. But yet, we are stepping backwards thanks to the Supreme Court's ruling. This country just took a step backwards on reproductive right 50 years. At the founding of this country, there was abortions already. Abortion's been around since the 1600s. It wasn't until the late 1800s that it was actually made illegal, and then legalized again in the 1970s. Less than 100 years for it being illegal, it was made legal again. Majority of this founding of this country, since this country has existed, after freedom from England and everything, abortion had been legal. Abortion had been legal in this country for a majority of the time that this country was founded. And thanks to the conservatives, it's not anymore. The conservatives are actually hurting this country, not helping. If you think they're helping, yeah, please explain how you think they're helping at all. I rumbled on this video. Be a patriot. Stand up for what's right. Subscribe to my channel. Leave a like on this video. And let's get something going. And let's stop the oppressiveness that the Republican Party has started. It needs to be ended. It is un-American to be trying to